Hello, hello, witam wszystkich bardzo serdecznie. Dzisiaj jest niedziela i zaczynam sobie z rana od gęsinka. Nie mam na dzisiaj żadnych planów, więc uznałam, że sobie questy porobię. Myślę, że dobry pomysł. Ale pierw zacznę od dziennych misji. Boże, czemu tu jest tak daleko? Kto to tak wymyślił? Ups, dobra, to był plan. Na szczęście Aja to jest wysoki. Siema. Chlos. Out. Trochę bolało. Witaj, Nari. Ogólnie to wczoraj? Przedwczoraj? Out. Sobie losowałam na banerze. Dostałam coli. Która jest... O tu. Nawet sobie 2 razy ją dostałam. Ale nie mam rzeczy, żeby jej używać i ulepszyć i wszystko w ogóle. Więc trochę dupka. O, wiem co to za quest. Dobra. Pierwszy raz jak to robiłam, to mi się nie udało. Musiałam powtarzać. Dziwny jest. No. Już? Dziękuję. Zaliczysz mi, czy nie zaliczysz? O. I jump. O, Junjin, drugi poziom przyjaźni. Nie, to musi być super secret tajna. Dobra. Gdzie jest drugi? Tu jest jeden. Tamten jak leży. Dobra. Nie widzicie mnie. Tam jest, kurde. Nie widzisz mnie. No i dupa, poskoczyłam. Ow! How dare you? Dobra, siu! I bam! Daki. O! Grzyb. Będzie na grzybową. Jeszcze jedną. Tylko gdzie? Tu? Co tu jest za misja? Co to tam będzie? Jestem ciekawa. A nie to. A, takie buty, takie rzeczy. Jump. I bum! Koniec imprezy. Policja. I super. Dzienna dawka Prime Gemsów do odebrania. Okidoki. Witaj, Katrin. Oj. Jeszcze nie skończyły. No trudno, no dobra. A jeszcze tu. Do odebrania. Muszę odebrać, bo mnie wkurza ten wykrzyknik. Tu już się przyzwyczaiłam do tego od Beneta, ale pozostałe nie. Muszę od razu... Chcę czy nie chcę? Chcę. Tak zadecydowałam. Nie mogę. Nie mogę. Okej, tak się spodziewałam. Dobra. Misja jakaś. To jest ta, co trzeba szukać tej pani, czy coś? Idziemy zobaczyć. No, proszę się szybciej ładować. Halo, 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 halo. 1 000 000 lat później. O, dobra. Dzik, tam jest mały dzik. Kurczę, zniknął znowu. Nigdy go nie zdobędę. Myślałam, że na kwiatku się zatrzymie. Dobra, no. Nie miałam przełączyć na angielski, żeby nie czytać. Ja pindole.
この洞窟は村につながる入り口か何かなんじゃないかと思ったけど違ったみたいだな。あ、見ろ、あそこに座ったぞ。まさかここに住んでたりしないよな。
Ona jakieś tam narkotyki wciąga. Szyszę czy coś.
もう一回あいつに聞いてみるか。
Chodźmy jej poprzeszkadzać. Tak, to jest dobry pomysł.
せっかく出会った通行人だしな。たとえ
Nie,
オイラ
jednak
た
nie.
ちを歓迎してなくても
Nie słuchałam.
なんとか話してみて方向だけでも示してもらえ。
A, Paimon już się
なんか
uzależniła.
すっきりする匂いだぞ。あの航路から出てるやつだな。質素な住まいだけどこんな香りの中で瞑想できるのって悪くない暮らしかもな。
Oh no.
お前どうしたんだ。急に
Ten zapach.
香りでそんなに気分が悪くなったのか。でもオイラは全然平気だけど。
Musimy się stąd wynieść. Zawroty głowy. O kurczę. O nie. I zemdlała. I dupa.
おい、どうしたんだよ。しっかりしろ。
Okej. What? What the heck? What the heck? Gdzie ja kurde jestem? Pochanie tych grzybków to nie był dobry pomysł. Ale zarąbiście to wygląda. Jo. Fajne, fajne korzenie. No super. Czy mogę chociaż szybciej biec? O, dobra. Ale to mega wygląda. Jo. Nie. O, dobrze, że były tam kamienie. I tyle mi się ładowało, żeby takie krótkie mieć. Taką krótką scenkę, no super, no. Kolejna. A? I znowu ładowanie. Świetnie się bawię. O! Czyżbym się obudziła?
こんなに時間が経ったのに。
No nie.
焦らないでくれ。師匠は物知りだから。師匠が大丈夫と言ったらきっと大丈夫だ。
Goli.
あ、起きたか？
Uktaka?
よかった。
Jaka
目を覚
ta.
ましてくれたぜ。
Czysto.
ここは、その、お前が気を失ったんで、動転しすぎてここがどこなのか聞き忘れてたぜ。ここはガンダルバー村。最初はスメールの学者の一時的な休憩所だったんだけど、今は主に森を守るレンジャーが使ってる。こんにちは。私はコレイ、見習いレンジャーなんだ。今日師匠と見回りをした時、気を失ったお前を見つけて。いやいや、私は何もしてないよ。ところで具合は大丈夫か？どこか痛いところとか。それは師匠が調合してくれた薬草スープだ。お前が気絶してる間にちょっとだけ口の中に入れさせてもらった。あ、そうだ。お前の目が覚めたらもう一回飲んでもらわないと
Jakieś
ダメだって
leki
師
znowu
匠
mam
が言って
łykać.
た。
Ja im
すぐ
nie
取って
ufam.
くるよ。
Dadzą mi jakieś zioła. Tu ma różne rodzaje wystawione. Kurczę. O Boże, jaka sierota.
これ
A ten podsłuchuje.
薬草を取りに来たの？言っ
Ale
ただ
kiedy
ろ。
głosik.
くれるな。
Jaki kiepski ryj.
ごめんなさい、師匠。
アビデ
On
ィア
jest
の森
masterem.
食用キノコ図鑑は
さあ
口板に貼ってあるけど、ファーボッドがまた忘れちゃうって言うなら別のところ、彼の頭にでも貼って。
Dobra, nawet tego nie czytam. Nie ma
今
sensu
月だけで
czekać.
もう2回もお腹を壊したんですよ。説教しておかなくちゃ。
まあもし彼が
Jakaś
虹色の小人を目の前で
trucizna.
踊らせるのが好きなんだったら、今言ったことは
Ktoś
忘れていいの？
lubi latające wróżki,
けど今度またこういう
tańczące
こと
przed
があったら
oczami.
モラを出してもらう。
Ale fajne akwarium.
どう
Mhm.
元気になった？
これ
Feeling
が
better.
私の師匠、レンジャー長のティナリさんだよ。
もうパイモンには君が意識を失った理由を説明したけど、君も目覚めたことだし、もう一回説明するね。スメールの学派には学者が森で修行しないといけない決まりのところがあってね。パラハームって植物のお香を使って心を安定させて瞑想状態に入るんだ。君たちは道を尋ねるために学者のハイパシアが隠居している洞窟に近づいた。その時洞窟の中ではそのお香が、
Hypatia
そ
dobra.
のお香は大半の人には影響がないんだけど、そっか、よかった。次は僕の質問に答えてほしいんだけど、倒れた後はどんな感覚だった？例えば字が。なるほど。
Jaki wzrok.
これ とりあえずパトロール日誌をここに持ってこないよう他の人に伝えてきて。
どうして？
どうして？
もうしばらく彼女たちには僕の部屋に泊まってもらう。
Ohoho, darmowy not
僕
like.
はアミルのところで何とかするよ。ほら、早く行ってきて。
はい、行ってくる。
Czy on ją właśnie wywalił?
どういうことだ？
ああ、説明するよ。薬草スープをもう一回飲んでもらえれば治ると思ってたんだけど、しばらくはガンダルバー村で療養してもらって経過観察をした方がいいと判断したんだ。
経過観察？
Musimy iść do Summer
落ち着いて。
City.
君が状況を見極められる人なら僕の説明を聞いてくれれば事態の深刻さがわかるはずだよ。さっきの君の話によるとお香のせいで君は強烈な幻覚を見てしまったらしい。精神状態も良いとは言えない。それでも深刻と思えないならこれを嗅いでみてよ。
おい、大丈夫か？
倒れた時の感覚と似てるだろ。
Boże, za dużo
今
tych
は
ziół
ちゃんと
tutaj.
意識があるかもしれない
Proszę
けど
przestać.
ここで君を放っておいたらまた突然どこかで意識不明になるか
Jakie
もしれない。
rączka ma
それに
ta
ここ
bomba?
には多くの猛獣が潜んでるし、しばらくは毎日時間通りに薬を飲んで。この匂いをもうちょっと休んでおきな
Nie
よ。
wiem wcale. Alright.
薬草スープを作り直してあげる。
Więcej leków? Ja pierdziu, co tu się
なん
dzieje?
てこった。スメールについた早く暗くさなりデビに会いたいって気持ちはオイラにもわかるけど、今のお前は確かにまずいぜ。まずは元気になってくれ。おい、オイラの話を聞いてるのか？オイラ心配してるんだぞ。
Czuję się trochę dziwnie.
お
Dziwnie?
前の
Co
体
masz na
のこと
myśli?
か？
No i cało dziwnie się czuję. Ale to, co mam na myśli...
お前が見てた木の根と赤い空のことか？
Koto
で
ka?
もあれが幻覚じゃなかったらなんだっていう
I'm
んだ。
not sure.
お前の体質は特殊だからな。今あいつはお前の病状を勘違いしてるってことだけど、お前じゃあティナリはお前が見たやつが幻覚じゃない。なるほど。だからさっきはだったらここで静かに休んで体を回復しながら。でも直接ティナリに聞くのはダメっぽいよな。お前何か？
O, musimy porozmawiać z
これはオイ
Koli.
ラたちに親切だしいいかもな。
Dobra. Czy mogę już zmienić na angielski, czy jeszcze nie mogę? Hihi, mogę. Dobra. Czy sobie zmienimy na English? Okej. Kameran.
Keep up.
Keep up.
All right. Next, let's see. Right hand. Yes. Not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't
Ale ma
received the
uroczy
patrol list for today.
głosik. Podoba
Look,
mi się.
Kale, today's patrol will be a
Kale.
long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
But I have a vision too. Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Is there something we can help with?
Since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
You can count on me.
So,
1,
Kale,
2, 3,
what exactly
I'll
are we going
be
to be doing
there.
today? I know you mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can
This
leave
way?
the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you
Jak ja tam
keep
tędy
an
mam
eye out
przejść?
for anything unusual.
Może tędy. O, dobrze poszłam.
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next one.
Jaki on jest cute.
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it.
Okej. Czyli sprawdzamy, czy lampy dobrze stoją.
No problems with this lamp.
Świetne zajęcie.
The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue.
Nie musisz się obawiać, nie boję się wysokości.
There's no Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Rukudevata?
Greater Lord Rukudevata?
Rukudevata?
Is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago. According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarasana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
Oh.
Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
Tak, of course, of
Wait,
course.
Amber? You mean...
Amber, outsider of the Knights of Heaven, yes?
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her.
O
If you ask
Boże.
me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... Sorry.
Wow.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was
Ale to
rambling on
urocze.
just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
Nie, w
It's
ogóle.
alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
Ah, so that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust, really. I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
A nie skłóci, nie skłóci,
You already helped
kuli.
us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Ginger Archon? So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
O. Paimon ma rację, jesteśmy przyjaciółmi.
Statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Ukiduki. To chodźmy umyć. Siu. Nie w tą stronę. Siu.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Rukkhadevata.
You might
Zawsze.
be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
Myju, myju, myju.
Nice
Wygląda
work.
tak samo.
That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
Iu. O, jak chilluje bombę na kłodzie. Dyniuszku pępuszku.
Welcome back.
Jaka ona jest
You must be
niziutka.
tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break.
Ile ona
I
ma
brought
teraz?
some fruit and water
Niby.
for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Paimon, przestań.
Don't be a party pooper. It's
Żarty.
not like Kale is a stranger
Party
or
pooper.
anything.
Ale fajnie to brzmi.
Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. Whoops! No, you dropped it on the
Wyleciał mi pies Nikolaj.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
1,59 m. Kurde, jest wyższa o centymetr.
Pitas are amazing! Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Ho 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 ho.
Paimon's still kinda upset though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Co zrobiłaś,
No,
Paimon?
I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
Jak uroczo. Chociaż ktoś się o mnie martwi.
Hey! Now even Kale started to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Co tam się dzieje? Ha?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
What the heck?
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville.
Ale sas to było.
And the others should be back by now too.
Kali, co ci się stanęło? Kto ci coś zrobił, co?
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in
Czy to Tainari?
all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Paimon, musisz iść do okulisty. I? Nie, bo nie będę mogła robić questa. Hello. Hello. Key.
Keep up.
Hello, hello, hello.
Ah, Traveler, you've returned.
No, wróciłam. Witaj.
Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
O Boże, muszę czekać. Dobra, to co przewinę. Hi, 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 hi. Ti, tum, tim, ti, tum, ti. Jaka piramida tutaj.
Hyman was thinking all night about what happened with Kale.
Zacięłam się o
Can't
płot.
figure out what the problem might be.
Paniari, przyznaj się.
Now, let's go check on her.
W łóżeczku lezi. Depresję ma.
It's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari, what are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be? Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
Co się dzieje tutaj z Colin? Dobra, a gdzie ten gościu poszedł, co? O, dobra, tutaj.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now. I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Eh?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
Okej.
Hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What?
The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant.
Wyfatuje jest
Kale
jakiś
is a resilient
doktor.
individual and always tries to appear cheerful. But her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
O
I had
nie.
no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
Jak się teraz
Well,
ma
it's not
Coli?
too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right. Now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Czekaj, możemy iść z tobą?
We'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a
A
dangerous place, especially
bro,
for someone
gdzie
who's still recovering like a
dangerous?
traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go.
No
We'll be
problemo.
looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with
Lotpala.
Elzar recover their energy.
Okej.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Gdzieś? A pójdę.
Lunar lotus can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here
Widzicie, co
around
ja widzę?
Gandharvaville.
Chyba już skończę. No nie, kurde. I siata. Okej, po cichu.
You are correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully mature, they look like
Dobra, i
giant
gdzie jest ten
flowers
dziad?
floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me.
Yes!
The
Yes!
large petals are
Yes.
actually the plant's leaves and
Yes.
sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that
Osiągnęłam
many of the
teraz już
plants
wszystko
found
w
in
swoim
Sumeru have
życiu.
names that are
Nic więcej nie
contrary to their
potrzebuję.
species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh,
Ciu!
okay then. New Takai. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tainari.
O Boże. Niżej! Za wysoko jesteś, nie dosięgam.
Enshroud! Ha! Hum!
I piu!
Flags up!
Sobie pobijemy ta, bo się przyda. Do ulepszania Nariego i Coli. Możesz niżej. Tak troszkę, tak, chociaż trochę.
Flags fly! And leap!
One with the
A,
flames.
utopił się, dobra, spoko.
Ha!
Okej. Gdzie są zioła?
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's
To są
split
te
up and begin
niebieskie,
searching.
takie z żółtym w
If you
środku.
could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once
Chyba
you've
tak.
gathered the needed amount.
We've gathered enough lunar lotuses.
Gdzie enough? Im więcej, tym lepiej. Są jeszcze gdzieś? Są jeszcze gdzieś? Chyba nie. Siup.
Hey, Tainari! We found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality.
Pozbierałam wszystkie.
I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Tainari! Przekliknie się, czy się nie przekliknie?
Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Tatuga przerwaj,
Ah,
baby.
yes, that's
Wiesz, że cię
amazing, guys.
wołają?
But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Okej. Tu jest jeszcze jeden. Tam? Tu jest jeszcze jeden. Jeszcze? Tam jest jeszcze jeden. Tam? To one się odrodziły się. Czy coś. Odrodziły się. Bardzo, bardzo mądrze mówię. Poczekajcie, zaraz do was przyjdę. Tylko sobie pierw pozbieram. Tylko żebym się nie utopiła, bo będzie siara. Dobra. Chyba wszystko mam. Siema, siema. Amir. I...
Tainari, thank goodness we found you
Dziwna
here.
pani.
We were
On
just
też
about
ma
to head
dziwne
back
oczy
and find you
trochę.
at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
Co się dzieje?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading. So we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Nie, ja też idę.
Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
No, ja
You
idę.
two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands.
No i?
There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest.
Już to robiłam, to
It's called
coś
the
to.
withering.
Dam rady, gościu.
The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements,
Czy on ma
will be
dziury
able
w
to
tych
resist the
butach?
withering's corrosive effects for a time.
Oj.
That's right. If any of the
Jakiś
forest
panec
rangers
mu
without a
wyjdzie w
vision
połowie
come across a
drogi.
withering
Bleh.
zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Bo nie potrzebuję wizji.
Don't worry, she may not have a
Vision.
vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
Właśnie miałam przetestować ten
Sweat it. We've had
Dendro
time to deal
Travelera.
with similar situations before.
Ciągle zapominam.
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before? I was planning to properly show you both how to identify the withering before you left Gandharvaville. Anyway, since you two are experienced adventurers, come with me. I'm sure you'll both be able to help.
No to chodźmy. se luzę podniosła se. Luza ostatnio w tym sezonie. Dźwięk. Jo. Fuj, jakie błoto, ścieki wylały. Joci. Ej, dobra, minęłam. Gdzie ja miałam stanąć? A, tu, dobra. Wyprzedziłam.
Hey, look! That gloomy area over there looks like a withering zone. Even though Paimon's seen one before, it's still kind of scary.
All right, traveler. We're about to enter the withering zone. Since you already have experience dealing with these things, you should already know what to do. But please remember, don't push yourself. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go.
Let's go.
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
A nie, tego nie. To miałam.
One thing
Ouch!
after another.
Boże, nie bij mnie, proszę. O, tą.
Ha!
Nie trafiłam, of course. Jeszcze bardziej nie trafiłam. Czyżbym musiała podejść bliżej?
Ha! Keep up.
No dobra, w takim razie to zrobię. Proszę mnie nie bić, ja umieram.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we need to take care of the tumor.
No, kliknij to, żeż. Siu! Siu! Siu!
Let's nip that in the butt.
Let's snip them in the butt.
Ha! 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 Ha!
Nie bij mnie. Co on wala? Co to miało być?
Enshroud. Cascade.
Jeszcze tego.
Now, destroy the tumors of the withering.
Destroy! Jestem najlepsza.
We did it! Everything's returning to normal now.
Yay!
Thanks to you two.
Haha,
We were
no
able to quickly restore
problemo,
this
my
area back to
friendo.
normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? All right, it's like this. Recently, the rate at which the withering zone appears has been increasing. Even though we were able to quickly clear that withering zone, it won't be long before another one appears. If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting effects on the rainforest itself. For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? But why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. By the way,
By the
have you heard of
way.
Irminsul before?
Nie słyszałam.
Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, you can basically think of it as a large tree that grows downwards rather than upwards. I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're
Co,
like
że
the
drzewo
roots of
rośnie w dół, nie w górę?
spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground, all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, allowing it to collect knowledge and wisdom from ancient times to present day. The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the Withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it.
Ha, you mean coś tam
That's
jest chory?
My
A że to
ancestors
drzewo?
learned of this from Greater Lord Rukadevata's familiars a
Nie?
long time ago.
I'm
But even those
confused.
mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we rangers will be battling the Withering Zones here for a long time until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Dobra, to wracamy do wioski. No dobra, no dobra. Kurde, nie ma żadnego dobrego teleporta tam wokoło. I w tamtą stronę. Pójdziemy z buta. A tam coś leży i nie był pozbierany. I grzyb. I hop. Ale to jest zarąbiste. Zarąbisto. Zarąbisto. Siu. 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 Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The Withering
Dobrze.
Zone you reported has been
Łatwe
taken
było.
care of. No need to worry. Huh. Wait, is that?
Bdag.
Oh no, Hypatia!
Hypatia? A, wiem, to jest ta, co mnie znarkotyzowała i zemdlałam.
What's wrong, Tainari?
This dustbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
Te oczy martwe,
So what's it say?
bez życia.
What's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
Okej, to idziemy.
You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on
Nawciągała
paper?
się i nie ogarnęło, że 3 dni minęły.
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew
Tainari,
5
gdzie jest
lines,
twój nos?
and by the time we found her...
Zgubił po drodze.
prefer not to
Musimy iść
remember that.
poszukać.
Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should
A,
still
i
get
się
to her as
pojawił.
quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you
Niuchnij,
feel?
co czujesz? O, śmierdzące skorpety. Ha, 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 ha.
You're not feeling even a little drowsy?
Dał mi inne narkotyki i jestem wyleczona. No super, no.
That she'd be okay this time, Tainari.
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that she could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that she would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw while you were unconscious?
Co widziałam to
That's
halucynacje,
correct.
co nie?
Those weren't hallucinations at all. Though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance.
Co? Co się dzieje?
Not just for the nation
Znowu
of
nie
Sumeru, but the
ogarniam.
entire world of Tevat.
Co ja?
My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Rukadevata, We took an oath to protect this
Boże,
nation together.
zrozumiałam, że miał
Now
4
that that
ojców.
duty has fallen to me, it was part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you
Ale
could be
nie.
entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now,
To by było
after
dziwne.
seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you.
Uuu.
When you passed out, your consciousness had
Co temu
connected
pieskowi się
directly with
stanęło?
Ermin's soul. What you
Powoli
witnessed
idzie
were actually real
na wierzch
memories
pudełka.
contained within
Szradek,
Ermin's
jeszcze
soul
trochę.
itself. I could try
Już
to tell
jesteś
you
w
more,
połowie
but it would
drogi.
be better if
Jeszcze
you went to
trochę.
ask Hypatia
Dobrze.
instead.
Kurde,
Her
ta
focus on
Inari.
meditation and use of spirit borneal are
Proszę mi
aimed at
przełączyć na
establishing a
pieska.
connection with Ermin's soul, just as you did.
Nie starego dziadka, pieska. Uf, uf.
Really help us?
You know,
Seriously,
doggy dog.
ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
Hund.
That was because when you ran into her,
No i
she was in a
kurde,
special
zasłania
phase of
mi.
her training.
Nie ten pies,
During
inny
that
pies.
time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment.
Obróci się, czy się nie obróci się? I chwilę ciszy. Jakie stópki ma. I nie ma ptaska. O, chyba się udało pieskowi wyjść z pudełka.
Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her and she'll answer any questions you may have.
Okej.
No. I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave.
No nie, piesek znowu jest w tym. Zróbmy ładne zdjęcie im. Z pieskiem. Wpinającym się. I chcę jeszcze bliżej. Co to
Don't
jest?
be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
Dobra. Uleczmy Tajnarego. Ślepa jestem, tu jest. Dobra. I weźmy od razu może to coś zrobię, bo zapomnę później, jak zwykle. Czego mam najwięcej? Chyba tego. Max. Boom.
Flag fly
Boom.
and step.
Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom.
Flags up.
Be still.
Jeszcze trochę. I super. W tamtą stronę gdzieś. Siu. Siu. No, no, no. Siu. Są jeszcze jakieś? Tam jest. Siu.
Hypatia should still be in
No,
the
I-
cave.
Siu.
Let's go inside and see how she's doing.
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hypatia?
Hi, Paisha.
Hey, there's nobody here. Maybe she went out to look for some food. Let's try looking around the area.
Okej. W krzakach siedzi jak nic. Nie no, gdzie ty idziesz? Umarła. Oj. Jakie to urocze. What the fuck? Czy znowu mnie tlepnie do tego wielkiego drzewa? Chyba tak, bo się tak długo ładuje. Nie, jednak nie. Dobra, okej. Czy to się tak długo ładowało tylko dlatego, żeby to urocze coś znikło?
So hungry.
There's no way we can get her to eat in her current condition. Let's try finding some water first.
Może być ślina? Oj, przeklikałam. Chciałam coś powiedzieć. What the... Fuck's sake. Ding, 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 ding.
How things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And where are we?
Relax. Pełny relaks.
Maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area.
Mogę tu wyskoczyć? Nie mogę, dobra. No, jak to ładnie, no. To były... A tu co? Tajne przejście? Czy to będzie tajne przejście do skrzynki? Ja się zacięłam. O,
This
tak.
place is huge.
A tamtą drogą to gdzie dojdę?
That cave. Let's
Muszę
make
się
our way to get
dowiedzieć.
over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind.
Dobra, i to jest jakaś ścieżka, a to po prostu niżej jest to. Ha, skrzynka. Wiedziałam, że gdzieś będzie. Hello. Słodziaki. Użyłam mikrofon. I'm so sorry. Jej. Siu. A to co? Dobra, tu chyba jeszcze nie mogę. Mogę liście popsuć. I... Iha! Tu? Nie! I ziu! Jakie ładne kwiatuszki. What the heck? Gdzie moje stopy? What the heck? Co tu się... Co? Okej.
What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Skrzynka! To mogę rozwalić? Chyba nie. No dobra. I znowu. Dobra, tym razem mam stopy. What the heck? Ale woda. Wiem, gdzie jesteśmy. Muszę pozbierać 3 takie te, żeby odblokować jakąś drogę. No dobra, no. I teraz na ten. Oj, nie pykło. Siu. Siu. A tam, dobra, już widzę. I co tutaj mamy? Jakie ładne te kwiatuszki z sufitu wiszą. O, jak humorkowo.
Mind the deluge.
A!
I'll uproot you.
Auć. I super. Nie! Ja nie chcę! Puść mnie! Puść mnie! Do mojej skrzynki! Nie! Nie! Moja skrzynka! Wracaj! Nie, nie chcę tu, nie chcę tu. Wróć mnie tam. What the f... To bije? Oczywiście. I Boże, i mnie tu zacięło i nie mogę wejść. No, to o co kurde biega? Aha, dobra. Okej, które to wejście było? Ja chcę wrócić po moją skrzynkę. Ej, tu jest jakaś. Wracam po skrzynkę. To było tu. No i się zacięłam o jakiegoś liścia. Znalazłam. Witaj. Moje 5 Primo Gemsów. Gzyb. Mogę wejść na gzyba? Nie mogę. Dobra. To sobie wrócić trzeba. Gdzie teraz? Tam, no dobra. No to wskoczmy na grzyba. Jeśli jesteś szczęśliwy, wskocz na grzyba. Jeśli jesteś dziś szczęśliwy, wskocz na grzyba. Jeśli jesteś dziś szczęśliwy i nie wiem, co mam śpiewać, to wskocz sobie na grzyba, a i jump. Open the door. Activate. Ale tu ładnie, ale mi się to podoba. What the heck? Znowu mnie gdzieś telepie. I znowu tu jest brzydko.
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
A, ja wiem, to musimy połączyć. A muszę stanąć trochę bliżej. Tak? Może być? Nie? No i co wam kurde nie pasuje? O, było. Dobra, narkotyzuję się teraz. O! Okej. No dobra. Chodźmy dalej. Dindom do nieba. Dirium, din, diririm. Aj, znowu, no. Gdzie teraz mnie zabierzecie? Wy? Ziu. Ja. Wielki odbyt. Siu. Siu. I know you. Well, well, well. Traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting.
Boże, on miał zawsze taki głos.
Needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
Jodź. Let's fight, byczku.
Your grand finale. Teamwork is dreamwork.
The depths beckon.
Dajesz, Tainari.
Cascade.
O nie, on jest... Mamy przekichane. O nie. O nie. Zostaw mnie. Czy ja w ogóle to mogę zepsuć czymkolwiek? A dobra, nie muszę nawet.
Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We've faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler. Though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak and powerless you really are.
Moja psykuta tu się nie konecy. Bła, ha, 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 ha. A pity pool.
Ignorance, or are you just living in complete denial?
Denial. Jak podkreślił L.
Since forsaken you, your meager existence in his eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
Jej, nareszcie. Bła. Jaka pozytywna muzyczka. Din, 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 din. No, to zabijasz mnie, czy jeszcze nie? Jednak nie, no dobra. Co to miało być? Dziwne. Czuję się, jakbym śniła przez moment tutaj.
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick,
Ny?
let's see how she's doing.
Co tu się od Janie Pawla?
So sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, why'd you drop her food on the floor like that?
Smacznie wygląda nadal, więc...
Are you okay? That's really not like you. Anyways, we can talk about this later. We better make sure she's alright first. Whoa, wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Boże, jakie te jabłka duże.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you?
Czy ja wyglądam jak pies?
Huh?
Huh?
It's okay. You can relax, Hypatia. Tainari sent us here to bring you some food and water. Here, we have a letter that he asked us to give you.
I? Co się dzieje?
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all the trouble I've caused you.
Oj, nie
I'm
wybaczam.
grateful that you came so quickly to save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips. How did you end up like this anyway?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my, neighbor.
Nie
He
kłam.
must have come by and saw me like
Nie
this.
kłam.
Your neighbor?
Nos
You
ci
mean
rośnie.
there's someone else living nearby?
Jak kapusta?
Oh? So, you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time in order to scurry away.
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendro Archon. I know this because the first time I saw them was also the exact day my consciousness was able to form a connection with Irminsul. Even after I opened my eyes and stopped meditating, my heart was still pounding, and my mind was racing with all the knowledge that I had touched. And at that very moment, I suddenly noticed a small figure at the opening of the cave. In my curiosity, I began to walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them. They just kept doing whatever they were up to. It wasn't until I crouched down next to them that they suddenly realized that I could see them.
Oh! And then?
And then I had a dream. By the time I came to, they were nowhere to be seen. I was convinced they'd never show up again. But sure enough, I saw them nearby a few days later. And they weren't alone. I feel like they aren't as afraid of me as the first time I approached them. But yes, no doubt about that. By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Hyman's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're out, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit. Let's light it up!
Ooh.
Are you already finished cooking? Mmm, smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Nie tu. Aha.
All
Dobra.
done. Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already watched it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too.
It smells
Let's go serve this up and start
amazing.
eating with Hypatia.
Off we go! Are you already finished cooking? Mmm, smells delectable. I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte. Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spiritborn eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spend their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spiritborn eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth.
I think I
Naturally.
understand.
Anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
Makes sense. But Paimon's got a question. Why was she sensitive to the smell of those plants for such a long time?
That was primarily due to her body's unique constitution. Stimulated by the incense, she could perceive the Dendro Archon's power and experience the sensory overload, hence the adverse reactions. Taking in any scent similar to the ingredients of Spiritborn eel would cause adverse effects. Not to worry though, it appears you've already fully recovered. Technically, your body should still be sensitive to the powers of the Dendro Archon, but unless you're using intentional meditation techniques, the scent of Spiritborn eel should no longer trigger such reactions.
Whew. Well, that's a relief.
I must admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for the rest of my life, I'd consider it worthwhile so long as I could connect with Irminsul at will.
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot guarantee that my every attempt to attune with Irminsul will be successful, or that doing so will leave my consciousness intact. I am currently in the stage of training known as Satyavada life. Many researchers in Sumeru have lost their minds while seeking to attune with Irminsul during this stage. Sages have said that Irminsul contains divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and abilities will only lead to one's mind caving in on itself. That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing the possibility of involving anyone else.
Whoa, so knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. consider the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh,
Huh?
is that true?
Yes, well, to an extent. Only children can dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do. The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of Sumeru do not have dreams is seen as a blessing by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things she saw when she connected with Irminsul?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life. I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me.
Thanks,
There's no need to be
Hypatia.
thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Dobra, to teraz wrócimy sobie. Ale to było długie. Trochę spać mi się już chce.
Adventure time.
Ziu, na kwiatka. Okej, przyleciałam kwiatka. To nie jest to, co chciałam, ale może być. Tam gdzieś. No, poproszę mnie tepnąć. Przyciągnąć Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Tyryryryry, Spider-Man. Nie, za daleko.
Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal
Boże,
in
jaką
finding
on
a cure for
koronę
Irminsul.
ma.
How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gula. Let's
Ja,
at least
ten
listen to
wąs, ja chcę
Tainari's
taki.
reason for declining. We're here to
Ja.
invite him to the
I
academia,
ogórkowe
not to
okulary.
cause a scene.
Ja.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person.
Jak?
But I'm afraid I must still
Sage
decline your invitation.
Kadzech?
I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Okej.
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see.
I see.
And I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tighnari, your master is an integral part
Tighnari.
of this effort, and now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage Kage?
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required to stay?
There's no definite answer as of now.
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master?
Oh.
If that's the
Angry
case, then I'm
Tighnari.
afraid I cannot give you a definite answer either.
Tighnari, but you...
Tighnari, but
So
you...
be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Gościu ma zarąbisty głos. Marry me, please. Jak się oglądnęli za mną. Ja wiem, na co spojrzeli.
What was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did things go with Hypatia?
It was quite the eventful trip. But the
No,
main
dowiedziałam
thing
się,
is
że
that she's safe and sound.
dorośli
She answered a bunch of questions
mają
for us
snów
too.
w Sumeru. Ciekawe,
Now that the
ciekawe.
traveler has made a full recovery, there shouldn't be any reason for you to tarry here longer. I assume you will be heading to Sumeru City, correct?
Correct.
We want to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali and ask her for advice. Do you have any idea on how we can find her?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any advice for you there.
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. How about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give to a researcher I know. He's from the Immorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove worthwhile. Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe you can give it a try.
Oh, what is it?
To coś to na ucho to?
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a
Akasha
tool produced
Terminal.
by the academia that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Some say that this very item is the
Rukkhadevata.
basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the academia's expertise. So I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up, Sumeru City! Oh, but wait, before that...
Musimy się poznać z Koli
Tighnari, we
pierw.
have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better.
Yes.
After being confined to her bed all this time, I thought a little walk would do her some good. Last I saw her, she was taking the path towards the North Crossing. She knew you two would be leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
Thanks, Tighnari. All right, let's go!
Let's
Farewell.
go.
And good luck to you both.
Farewell. W tamtym kierunku gdzieś. O, widzę. Widzę cię, widzę. Widzę cię.
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
I
Don't
tu.
worry about me.
Wybieram.
I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. it's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us.
O Boże,
We're
jak
probably
urocze.
still gonna worry about your
Zaraz będę
condition,
żygać
but that's
tęczą.
because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
A, masz coś dla mnie?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
A,
I told
okej.
you that I'd
No
give you a
dobra.
copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember your time here in Gandharvaville.
Of course we will.
I, trainee forest ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
Okidoki. Dobra. O, pita pocket. Co to jest? A? A, treasure. Skarby. O, jak się cieszę na mój widok. Czy ja chcę kontynuować ten quest dzisiaj, czy już mi się nie chce? Ciężka decyzja, powiem. Pozbieram kwiatki w międzyczasie. I jeszcze ten artefakt pójdziemy pić. Proszę mnie zostawić. Ale ty mnie odpuszczę.
One with the forest. Cascade.
I ziu, i...
Flag fly! Observe!
Dawaj mi swoje rzeczury, Tu? Jeszcze nie ma? Czy ja to zbierała? Co ja zrobiłam z tym? Kurde. No dobra, no trudno. I to idziemy, wbijamy. No może weźmy mecz. Może będę miała większe szczęście w kopie. Szczerze w to nie wierzę, ale może. Skrzynka! Ja też chcę poskakać. O, dobra. Trewca. Y. Napoleon? Bonaparte? Kurczę, jaka sława tutaj. Wow. Jeszcze nie koniec. Super, świetnie, fajnie. Może spróbuję ulepszyć Travelera Lumin. To wygląda ciekawie. To mniej. To też mniej ciekawie. Nie opłaca się patrzeć. Siu, 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 siu. I nad nim. Jo, ile ten... A ja to biję. Nie bij mnie! Auć. 12. Dupa. Przykro mi. Znowu ma bana, to ja nie mogę. Trzymaj te tiksy, bo ja wychodzę. Get ready, go get it, run.
Mind the deluge. Be still.
Everybody stand back! Let's light it up!
Ouch.
My patient will meet again.
A tu. Jak się skitrała, nawet nie rozpoznałam. Myślałam, że to ktoś z nas. Taki. Proszę, coś dobrego. Dupcia. Ha 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 ha. Shoo. 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 Shoo.
Be still. Now you're testing my patience.
Ouch. I świetnie. Dobra robota, drużynu. Dlaczego nie dendro? He? Dobra. Skiczam stąd i pójdę sobie bossa pobić może. Która to godzina w ogóle? 13:47, a mi się spać chce jak... nie wiem. Dobra. No dobra. Koniec zabawy. Tu. No chodź. Witaj wielki ptaku, co tam u ciebie? Poczekaj jeszcze chwilkę. Jestem ciekawa, co tu będzie. Boże, czy ile ja tego mam? I zaraz mory brak. Dobra. Może teraz będzie więcej robić. Robiła 6. Najwięcej. I dupa. Out. Uh-oh.
I hear everything.
I hear everything.
Flags up. Observe.
Dobra, nadal niezbyt ciekawie, no.
Everybody stand back.
No trudno, no. Mówi się trudno, żyje się dalej. Auć.
That's far enough.
Flags fly. And step. Strike is one.
Be still.
In shroud. Let's nip that in the bud.
Let's light it up. And step.
One with the forest.
Siu.
Teamwork is
Prawie umarł. Prawie. Healuj się. Healuj się. Uratowałam. Uratowałam Tainariego. Boże. Ciszej nazwy nie mogli wymyślać? Hello. Ja bym chciała ten bo ładny jest. Nie, ja wiem. Miałam... Ja chcę team z Lumin. I tak, Lumin. To ma tylko 50
Just
poziom.
what will we come across this time?
Facial, dodamy facial. Dodamy... Może tak?
Behold, the
Dobra.
princess endeavored talon.
I tak. Lumin, musisz dendro zdobyć. Gdzie tepamy do najbliższego. Myślałam, że do wyższy poziom ją ulepszałam. Czy miałam... trochę wyżej, ale jednak nie. Pomacaj statuę wolności. O, mogę dać trochę. O! Level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up, level up. I'm so yummy. Oh, do you want this yummy? Oj, klucz odebrałam. Dobra, a nie, jeszcze pomacać musi, zapomniałam. Nie chcemy geolumin. Chcemy dendrolumin. Jej! I achievement, i wszystko, i super. Bon appetit. Dobra, co dendrolumin by potrzebowała? Zgaduję, że elemental majestry. Nie chcę zabierać kazuszce, więc wezmę... A nie, ona ma jakiś element. Dobra, to zostajemy przy tym. Nie, czekaj. Dobra, gówno prawda. Dobra, Bennett. Kradnę ci mieczek. Elementar? Majestry? Maybe? Może wezmę te, to będę miała 80. I tu wezmę dendro. A gdybym miała dobry. Dobra, to wygląda bardzo źle, ale no trudno. A, nie stać mnie. Nie mam. Dupa. To tyle zabawy. A to co to za smoczek tutaj sobie śpi? Jak wytresować smoka? Hello! Nie to. To. Chodź, chodź, chodź. Nie bij mnie. Nie zabiję go sam, a ja to. Nie tak miało być. Nie taki był plan. Daj szlumin.
Wings of darkness. Come, sever night from
Mind the deluge.
Daj szlumin.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Boże. Pyszul teraz to rozwala system. Ile mięsko. Tam są jacyś. Hello.
That's close enough.
Feeling lucky today?
Germinate.
Fallen leaves adorn my night into the wind.
Oni już umierają.
The wind knows me.
Ile lumin ma tej element? 357. Nieźle. Ja chcę tamto.
One with nature.
O, widzę muchomorka. Dzika i małego. Ale już innego mam. sobie odpuszczę. I teraz jak sobie odpuściłam, to ich pełno będzie. Jak oglądają ją jak dęsi. Welcome, welcome.
Midnight Phantasma. Ha! I'm getting sick of this.
Cascade.
All yours, should you have any use for them.
Okej. Widziałam... Nie wiem, gdzie jest skrzynka. Tam jest. To tam idę. Jakiś... A, to jest ten korzeń. A tam jest dendroculus.
Time to go. The wind knows me.
Scatter!
Let's go, Lumin. I siu, siu. Zobaczmy, co jej tu robi.
Be still.
Oz, reveal thyself!
Jeszcze tamtych muszę.
One with nature.
A te małe bomby dendro, to można je wciągnąć, przesunąć kazuchą. Pewnie sukrus też działa.
Says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering.
Tak zakładam.
The wind knows me.
Dobra, gdzie macie kolejne skrzynki?
Time to go.
No i coś przeczułam, że tu nie będzie skrzynek, ale tam daleko jest. Popłynę tą łódką. Do przodu! Ja chcę tą. Tamten do wody wlazł, jak uroczo. Myje się, pije. On pije wodę. Hello, słodziaku. Wow, on jest jak albo nie aligatory, chyba nie oddychają pod wodą.
Into the wind.
Ziu, ziu, ziu. Koniec. Świetnie, interesy z wami to przyjemność.
A reward on the road.
O, dupę potrzebuję. Witaj. A ty co? Tu mam coś, jakieś info. Nie muszę je walnąć dendro. Prawda? Nie wiem. Nie chce mi się tego robić. Chodźcie.
The wind knows me.
Spring forth! Oz, reveal thyself!
Pokaż, na co cię stać. Ała. Chociaż ten jeden raz. Ja pindole. Czemu to jest... Ten Oz jest taki silny? Znaczy mi to nie przeszkadza, ale... Wow. Widzę tam skrzynkę. Nadchodzę skrzyngo. No płyń. Proszę, do przodu. Siu, siu. Dobra, gdzie była ta skrzynka? Podnoszę wszystko. No i nie wiem, zgubiłam. Tam jest. Tu jest.
I found it.
Time to go.
Hi, hello.
By royal decree. To apply.
Cascade. Yes. Very nice.
Yes, very nice. I na lewo. I oj, gdzie? Uciekł mi. Tam jest kolejna, dobra, dobrze widzieć. Jak se na lilii wodnej siedzi, jak uroczo. I bę, i bę, i bę.
A reward on the road.
I tam była jakaś. A nie, ja tu byłam. Się cofnęłam. Łeza. Mam pomysł. Albo nie mam pomysłu. Miałam pomysł, ale później uznałam, że jest do dupy. Więc pójdę tu. Czy są tu może te kwiatki, które muszę zbierać? Chyba jednak nie ma. A ja chcę rozwalić to coś. Ja chcę uwolnić tego wielkiego... O, są! Są już! Hi, 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 hi. I jump.
Happy to apply.
Jak ja to mogę rozwalić?
Wind knows me. Come, here.
Oz reveal by scatter.
Ja chyba mam pomysł. Chyba wiem jak to. Tylko potrzebuję ten taki zielony coś, co się klika. O, jak tam jest. A psa? Dobra, tego nie mogę, ale to może mogę. Może muszę... Aha, musi być łucznik. Dobra. Jednak nie wiem, jak to rozwalić. Boże, cela nie mam. Dobra, no to zostanę tu w spokoju, jak nie wiem. No dobra. Może odblokuję sobie tego teleportu. A nie, on był pod wodą. To może tego. Okidoki, okidoki. O, mogę to naprawić. Jak tu już jestem, to czemu nie? Au, coś mi bije. A, nie bijcie mnie. To coś?
Into the wind. Fallen leaves adorn my.
By royal decree.
I destroy. Yes.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Aha. No dobra. Kontynuujemy podróż do odblokowania teleporta. Peaches? Nie, to były... Jak? Harafrut. Dobra.
One with nature.
That's alright, that's okay. Oho, co to za skrzynka?
The wind knows me. One with nature. As one with wind and cloud. The wind knows me.
Oz revealed by.
Dość szybko poszło. Jeszcze tu coś leży, dziękuję.
I'll keep this close.
Okej, i teleport. Teleport. Gdzie się chować? Teleport. Tu. Na 100% tu. Dobra, nie wiem gdzie jest. Auć. No, nie bij mnie, no. W ogóle niewychowani.
Oh, so
Shut up, shut up.
these.
Jaki fajny krzak, może się skitrać. Mam pomysł. Nie, teraz za bardzo. A ja tu krzak. Photo time. Gdzie najmniej? O. Tu najmniej widać jego twarzyczkę. Nie no. Czy ja mam jakieś minki jego? Taki. Czy to w ogóle się zmienia? Dobra, koniec zabawy, a ja to... Szukamy teleporta. O, mięso podnieść. O, mamy takie coś tu. No fajnie. Ta-da!
All yours. should you have any use for them.
Co tutaj jest? I gdzie jest ten teleport? Ja mogę iść tam? Mogę. Oho, ho. Dzikie cebule wielgie. Teleport tam jest. Hello. Gzypki. I siup. I siup. Dasz radę. Dasz radę. Dobra, to się wracamy. Chodźmy za Duskiem. Dusku, prowadź mnie. A, tam jest.
Time to go.
A to co? Znowu jakieś rzeczory ten? Mam przyszłościową postać. Dobra, gdzie mój duszek? Gdzie on się skitrał? Siu. O, to jest super secret, tajna ścieżka. Serio, musiałam wejść aż na tą skałkę, żebyś się ruszył. Okej.
A fateful offering. Time to go.
Ale uroczo. Fajnie tu. Nie, nic ciekawego tam. Ale tu to co innego to. Z tych liścia woda leci. Ojo. O, witaj. Ale ładnie. Czy jest tu jakiś kolejny teleport? Ale pusto w ogóle to jest. Boże, to coraz bardziej skomplikowane jest. Down, 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 down.
Brings a smile to my face. Time to go.
A to jest, dobra, to jest ten teleport do ptaka. Się zastanawiałam, kurczę, co to tam jest?
Time to go.
Kolejny? Auć, trochę zabolało. Nie spadaj. Nie. Mogę na liścia? Musi tu gdzieś być jakiś teleport, ale nie wiem gdzie, kurczę. No dobra. Ale jestem też ciekawa, co się kryje tu. A że mogę tam wejść, to idę zobaczyć. Aha, to jest... Takie tu. Oj, chyba tu nie mogę. Jednak. Dobra, to... Dobra, Paymon. Rozumiem. Weź mnie w tamtą stronę, tam do skrzynki, proszę. Ja pindole. Ja pindole, co ona odwala? Paymon, bo ja umrę. W tamtą stronę. Paymon. Chyba zepsułam gęsina, bo on się nie wespnie tu. Okej, no dobra. No dobra. Chodźmy od razu tego pobić. Chodźmy wklepać ptakowi. Z moim nowym teamem.
Time to go.
Siu!
Adorn my
Siu! Siu! O, okej.
Oz, reveal thyself.
Auć, auć, auć. Oszalał.
As you wish, main Fräulein.
The wind knows me.
Kamisato up. Suiyu. No rest for the be still.
Propagate.
Taki. Mam jeszcze 3 dzie... Zaraz będę miała 40. No to poczekam może. Ile to trwa? 6 minut. A kolejne ile trwa? Dobra, dam radę. Ha, 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 ha. To ja proponuję... Dobra, porobimy eventa. Tą misję. Story, questa.
Time to go.
Ile w ogóle ten quest trwa? A to co to? Ja chcę to jednak, zmieniłam zdanie. Tam.
Time to go.
Witaj, panie. Panie Ulmanie. Ulman? Traveler. Don't jinx me. Co to w ogóle jest za event? No dobra, no. Nie potrzebuję czytania. Sama ogarnę. A jak nie, to będę
Wherever in
płakać.
this world I
Później nie
roam,
ogarnę.
I carry memories of my home. This blade.
Dobra.
It is the last link I have to the land of my birth.
I mogę sobie wybrać jakiegoś nowego. Jakiego ja w ogóle mam? Może se equipnę mam. Mam fioletowego i mam żółtego, a teraz jest jeszcze zielony, niebieski. Nie, niebieskiego nie mam. I różowego nie mam. Tutaj. Dobra, gdzie to było? I gdzieś tu, tak? Dobrze pamiętam? Nie, to nie jest tu. Inne miejsce. Tu. A. On się mi będzie świecił, nie? W pobliżu. A nie, po prostu te gluty mam pozbierać. To mogę otworzyć.
Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering?
Nice. No i utknęłam, no.
Follow the wind. Time to go.
Are you?
Over here. Blink.
Hello.
One with nature.
Midnight Phantasmagoria. Scatter.
Aha, i co teraz? A teraz mogę wykopać.
A reward on the road.
I kolejny, tak? No dobra. Tu coś jest. I jump! Jeju, ile skrzynek tutaj.
By royal decree.
Tu się kitra. I tam się kitra. Biegnij, Fischl, biegnij. Jeszcze wyżej. I wpadłam. Niżej. No to gdzie, kurczę? Widzę.
Oz, reveal thyself. Propagate.
No i zapłonęłam.
Time to go. Into the wind. The wind knows me.
Aha, teraz na czas jest dobra, nie skumałam na początku.
Fateful offering.
Dobra, pierw sobie podniosę tamtą. Później zejdę tam na dół. Podnieść kolejne energy, coś tam. No, no, no. Thank you. A nie, to jest tam u góry. Jadź. A, tam skryte. Nie, nie pykło.
As one with wind and cloud. One with nature.
By royal decree.
O Boże, obudziłam.
Answer from this world?
A nie, Jarek gdzieś się położył spać z powrotem. Hello, wake up, wake up.
Into the wind.
Scatter.
Mind the daily.
Jopniu.
Springform.
taka malusia skrzynka za takiego wielkiego
Very
smoka.
nice.
Yes, very nice. Dobra. Będę kończyć na dzisiaj. Tu jest jakiś sklep. Aha. Aha. Okej. To ma 14 dni, więc to muszę zrobić. To ile ma? 23 dni, okej. Ale to jest ten. Nie. Czyli pierw trzeba ten quest zrobić, a później jest kolejny. Ja pindole. No dobra. To ja będę kończyć. Dziękuję za oglądanie i tyle dobrego. Pa, pa.